I was muted. Lovely. So, I'm glad I waited beforehand to do my intro, regardless, because on the stream timer counter thingy, um, it said 11 seconds, but at 11 seconds it resets to 2 seconds, and I don't know why it does that. I've never truly understood. But nevertheless, today, to my knowledge, is Friday. And what do we do on Fridays? I don't actually know. I don't get out a whole lot. But we are going to play some Hitman. I was thinking about playing Warzone today. Maybe do some alternating between the two games. But I want to hold off for a couple of days before I go back to Warzone. Not because I'm not enjoying it. I think it's more so the fact that I am enjoying it, and that's what's weird to me. I've always had this disliking for Call of Duty Warzone after Warzone 1 situation, which I've covered in other videos. I'm sure there's a video on this channel you can look it up and see my nasty, nasty, horrific opinions of the Warzone experience based on that experience. But it wasn't really that nasty. It was actually pretty valid. But I figure we'll do some Hitman instead. I watched the Game Awards. I don't have a whole lot to really say. Resident Evil, Requiem, having Leon Kennedy looks pretty good. So you have a survival horror aspect now, and now you also have an action aspect, which I guess makes this game all the more playable. Um, and then you also had what else was on there last night? Nothing too memorable. There was The Boys Trigger Warning, which I don't really know if I really want to get. I mean, I could get PSVR 2 again and a PS5, but it just doesn't feel like enough to warrant purchasing all that crap. That was a lot of money, by the way. I'm not complaining. Okay, I gave up the PS5 and the PSVR 2 because it was just a waste. But all things considered, it's like it's still not enough to go back and get a new one. You know what I mean? Like they need to really start pushing out VR titles, otherwise PSVR 2 will never have any value. MetaQuest and Oculus have so much more value because there's so many games on Steam that are compatible. And the way they have it spliced up between PSVR 1 and PSVR 2, like, what's the point? Make the PSVR 1 titles compatible with PSVR 2 titles, and then we could have a different conversation, I'm sure. So that game didn't really shine as interesting to me. What else was there? Nothing else really caught my interest. Oh yeah, Lara Croft Tomb Raider. They have a new game. I've never been a big Tomb Raider person, but at some point I'm gonna have to, right? I want to play all the big titles before I die. So at some point I'm gonna have to put on the dress and play as Lara Croft. I guess is the way to put it. Does she wear a dress? I don't know if she wears a dress. It's all a metaphor. I'm not actually gonna put on a dress, of course. That'd be ridiculous. I think that I would not look good in it. Um, yeah, so that early morning trans humor, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. We're gonna play some Hitman. We're gonna continue what we did yesterday of doing challenges. Oh yeah. There was a Hitman, new elusive target. I guess I don't know what it is, but it's that hot chick from Resident Evil, the one that got my loins hard from The Fifth Element. What the hell's her name? Mia something. She has this really weird name, and I feel awkward saying it out loud. Like Mila Jovovich or something like that. I don't know what her name is. Apparently, she was a model turned actress. Then she fucked the director of Resident Evil. Then she was in all of his movies from then on out. She's still hot. I'll give her that much. Would I bang her? No, probably not. Is it too early in the morning to discuss this? Probably. So we're going to move right along and just say that DLC slash elusive target update is coming out in February, which I think is going to be, that's what's up. I'm down to play that. And beyond that, there's nothing that really interests me for the Game Awards. I mean, I fell asleep halfway through it, and then I caught all of the highlights after. And I only fell asleep halfway through it because, well, it's not that it was boring. It's just that I have been feeling sick. I had a really sore throat. I sucked down some of that, hold on, what was it called? You guys, advertisement here. Nighttime cold and flu, off-brand it looks like. Basically, it's off-brand to Vicks NyQuil. And it helped so much. This is not product placement. You don't see a product on your screen, therefore it's not product placement. But the off-brand Vicks NyQuil cold and flu liquid caps did such amazing job at getting rid of my sore throat and making me sleep soundly, despite how crappy I was feeling. Um, but regardless, I'm still kind of going through the motions here. I think a few more days, I should be back on my usual self again of cussing people out on the internet. I'm kidding. I don't actually do that. Usually, if I cuss you out, it's because you did something stupid. And then you be acting like an idiot because I gave you a fair criticism. So we're going to play Hitman. I'm going to jump. Oh, I remember. So about after we finished last night's stream, I played up until 55 minutes into the pre-show of the Game Awards because they had a pre-show, and I found out during the pre-show that they were live. Someone had texted me and said, "Hey, are you watching the pre-show of the Game Awards?" I'm like, "Oh, that's going on. I'm gonna stop this." So I don't. We're on Sniper Assassin. I've been enjoying this. Um, there is plenty of little challenges to do. It's not the usual thing that we do, but I've noticed that score multiplier is not exactly an unlock, and we're here to get unlock items. I think this is what was kind of making me want to get it, but we'll do one round of this, and then we'll go from there.
47, they're beginning to suspect something.
Oh.
Confirmed killed.
Oh, I lost hundreds of points on that one.
All over the mansion. Targets are evacuating. Maison is confirmed killed. Well done, 47. Lang is down. Nice work, 47.
We're good. Perfect. Got him. He's gonna get away. Dick shot.
What on earth are you up to?
Damn it.
Well done, 47.
Got him.
I'll tie up any loose ends, as always.
Do we get any rewards? Hey, T-Chat! What's up, homie? So we got one. Alright. Yeah, I was doing that last night, though. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, when I was on to the mission, I wasn't paying attention. Sniper assassins are fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to career, go to challenges. We did all of Code Name 47. We did all of Cloud 9. Freeform and final test we'll do as we go. Hmm. See, there is a number of. How did I not get. I still am not getting these. I feel like it's glitched and it's not giving me rewards because I did Silent Assassin for the sniper one and it still didn't go through, which is irritating. So, what exactly is the schedule for a stream again? Just so you know, early morning, noon is business time of the day for me, so I can't promise my service will be particularly optimal. Oh, it's good. I had a little extra free time today, and I might be doing something tonight. So that's why today I'm kind of doing this now. But I might stream a little longer than normal. Okay. So I do not have ads on this video. Probably terrible business decision there. But I do need to get my watch time up. I need to get my views up. If I turn on the ads, I need to get my ad revenue up. We're about 2 weeks behind. Actually, we're farther now because I still haven't turned those on. And I figure we will start with views and watch time, and then we'll eventually turn on the ads and go there. I've noticed that if I continue doing uploads, we're getting a significant bump in money from the uploads because I don't know where 20 extra dollars came from. And I'm not complaining. Apparently, the gods of Valhalla or whatever is powers that be like it when I ignore the negativity. So we'll keep doing that. Let's see. Can we throw the negative Nancy out? So, what was I saying? Yeah, apparently there's this thing where apparently YouTube likes what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know. Something I'm doing is working. And, there we go. Problem solved. Out of sight, out of mind. But, I don't know. I have this blank that's been drawn through my head. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? So, let me just gather my thoughts here. I can't find them. They're gone. Oh my god, my thoughts are gone. No, all right, enough jokes. So, um, I don't know why, but my brain is completely blank right now. I was looking at the screen for a moment on the gaming side of things, and my brain just went blank. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, something about schedule. Yeah, we gotta get our views up, we gotta get our watch time up, and I think we'll deal with monetization later. I could always turn on the ads if people want to keep complaining. Anyway, so let's see. I don't want to do the classics because apparently, see, the problem with the classics is that they're not going through. I've noticed. Escalations work fine though. See, I question that. Why are the classics not registering? Because I got Silent Assassin on the sniper missions, and maybe that's different than the actual in-person on foot missions. Maybe. But then I've also noticed that I have been getting multiple Silent Assassins on other missions, on different maps, mind you, and it still isn't going through. So I'm just thinking to myself, maybe it's glitched. It's got to be bugged. That's probably what it is. But I don't know. So I guess freeform training doesn't really matter at this point. We're going to skip past the final test. I guess we'll go to Hitman 1. We did the showstopper. We did all the collectible stuff there. Because right now we're aiming for the rewards. We're trying to get all the rewards at this point. And if we get all the mastery, that's also included as part of it. We already earned that. And then these. I don't really know if I want to do arcade either. Okay. So apparently there is a viewer, or maybe it is more than one person. It's probably the same fucking guy. who's complaining that I'm streaming. Bitch, if you don't like that I'm streaming, why did you tune in? I'm so confused. Like, you look like a loser, but, like, at the same time, if you're mad that I'm streaming, why do you tune into the stream? Like, I could entertain the rest of the comment, but I feel like that's enough. Okay. We'll just throw them out. Anyway. To be fair, D-Chat did say his services would not be optimal. It's actually very much on par at this point. It's totally cool. So we did all of track 1. This is when you know they're starving for attention, is when they start coming here in droves. Like, please, please, look at me just for 5 seconds. Nobody wants to look at you act like an asshat at your age. So, I guess we have Escalation Track 2 that we could do, or we could try to get Mastery for the Gilded Cage. I figure that might be a way to go. I don't know. I guess we'll do a Gilded Cage. That one might take less time. How much do we need for Mastery, though? Just got back from the bathroom, by the way. Oh, you're good. I've been throwing out the many, many asshats as it is. We're good. Today is a good day. It could always be worse. So we got... That is an unlock. We're looking at escalations real quick. So we need... How many escalations do we need to finish the whole thing? 28? 23 of them. Jesus Christ. You know how many levels that's probably going to be? I don't know. You know, that does make me ask the begging question. Do you think they know they look stupid when they act like that? Please, look at me, look at me. I know that you're the streamer, but it's all about me. Like, do you think they realize how stupid they look? I'm not asking those people, by the way. I'm just gonna throw them out. Like, they're not even worth my attention. But, like, to everybody else, do you think that they, like, know how dumb and immature they look? Imagine running around the internet behind a fake account, pretending to be something you're not, because these names are so stupid. And they go around begging for attention like children do. That's what children do. And I'm like, it's fine. It grows me in the algorithm regardless, even if I do throw them out. But seriously, though, like, and I'm the bad guy. Anyway, they don't care. They just want the attention. Well, if that's the case, then guess what, guys? If you see them, do not address them. If they threaten you or anything, do not address them. If they say anything, no matter how dark and dirty it is, do not address them. Just ban, hide, and hide them from channel, and let's not give them the attention. It's been about a month of no attention. I say we keep that pattern going and watch them squirm. So we got 23 escalations we'd have to do to get the entire escalation track 2. Once we're done, we're done. Then there's a crap ton of mastery we'd have to do on the side, which is just a whole lot more. I feel like escalation would be quicker. But don't quote me on that. So, I don't know. These rewards also don't look too... The emetic grenade would come in handy. That really would come in handy. The ice axe would be kind of cool to have, too. Okay, these things actually would be what's up. I don't know what that scope with the lines on it means. We got a remote explosive, but it's a micro. And then we got the summer suave suit. The golden El Metadora. Oh, that's just chrome, reminding me of shit. And then I got the Imperial Classic with gloves. I feel like all of these would be borderline useless, except for the few. These two I like. I don't know. I mean, I want to get all of them either way. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I don't do this often, but here's what we're going to do. Give me a moment. Give me one moment. I got to back up. Oh, shit. Nuggets. On a fried up Tuesday. Okay, I got a nickel. I got a nickel. I do have a nickel, everybody. Winner has a coin purse around here somewhere. Because winner's like that 1920 shit. All right. Heads, we do escalations, and tails, we do mastery. Uh, Heads it is. All right, fine. So we're doing escalations. So we got to do Hawks Bay, Miami, Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, Wilton Creek, Alsagale, New York, and Haven Island. Basically everything from Hitman 3 exclusively. Wait, is that Hitman 3 exclusively? That's Hitman 1. That's actually Hitman 2. Sorry, Hitman 2. I effed it up. It's Hitman 2. Which is weird they don't have a Hitman 3 option here. Because I don't see Dubai. I don't see Dartmoor. I don't see any of those, actually. So we're going to be doing things from Hitman 2 then. So Hitman 2. What we got from this? All right. Don't ban this one. I want to read it first. He says, it's fair criticism. Whatever, I guess. I'll still read it, though. He says, it's fair criticism, the commenter in question. You lied about streaming. You silenced valid criticism. So, being that I am aware this is probably a troll comment, because I never lied about that, first of all. Second of all, my videos where I said this are still up. I said I was debating if I wanted to do it or not. When it said on the Call of Duty stream, last stream ever, ? That is me asking the question. Yeah, it's fine. At this point, he wasn't going to stay anyway. But if you're going to come in here and accuse me or bring drama into my channel, that's fine. We'll throw you out and ban you so you can never do it again. Because I just don't have the time for it. Right now, I'll spend a few moments explaining to you because you are today's shining example of stupidity. If you're going to accuse me of something, or bring up drama, I guess, you need to watch the original video where you supposedly got that information. If you got it from a channel that was not this one, then it is null and void. Does not count. The reason why is a lot of other channels, in fact, I would say 99.9999% of all other channels that showcase my content that is not this one, usually lie. They'll pretend it's something it's not. They'll give it some blasphemous title, things like that, right? The only channels that don't seem to lie are my other channels. So the problem with that logic there is, if you're going to say I'm lying about streaming, I never did. I said I was debating it. And the debate that won was, I think I'll just keep going. Because apparently YouTube thinks I should keep going. It's what works for me. It's what my channel's doing well at. Why would I throw it away? So it's not valid criticism. You have rocks in your ears and can't learn to listen to the videos where these things are being discussed. And if you're so stupid that you cannot read a video title, let alone listen to what it has to say, that's not my problem. I'm not silencing you for valid criticism. I'm silencing you because you're a dumb bitch that can't listen or learn to read. And I'm sorry, if you don't have an IQ that shows that you at least know how to read simple words, last stream ever, ? Says the content creator in question. You see what I mean? So why don't you go back to your little side of the internet where you fondle yourself to make ends meet, and don't come back. I hate retards. These ones, anyway. I mean, I have a lot of special ed people here, but they're not retarded. It's weird, you know what I mean? I have like 5 people with Down syndrome who watch my content who are somehow more smarter than these people. And I just don't quite understand how people with Down syndrome are light years ahead in intelligence than the 40 to 60-year-old people show up spewing this nonsense. Anyway, I feel like that's enough drama for one day. Let's go over here to Hawks Bay that has all the escalations done. So I guess we could do Miami. We got like 7 here we could do. That should get us up ahead about 2 notches. Because we need 1 to hit the 6 point. Then that's another level. And that's another level. That's like 3 tracks right there. So this is perfect. Anything down at this end? No, of course not. So I guess we'll start off with this one. We'll just work our way all the way through. Use any method, but you have to wear a medic outfit. If you were spotted doing anything illegal or suspicious while disguised as a medic, you will fail the mission. This is a 3. These are all 3 level. Yeah, these will not take that much time. It's gonna be ass, but it should be doable. All right. First things first. We could probably start as a medic. No, I don't have the medic starting point. I have to go to Mastery 16 to start that. It's whatever. We'll be fine. We'll take the lockpick. I guess we could take the sniper rifle. I mean, that wouldn't be that bad an idea, actually. What about... I feel like we should take the electronic key hacks. Tools. Sorry, I'm dying here a little bit. Play a tropical level. It's cold here and I'm freezing my raisins off. We're about to do Miami. I hope that's warm enough, but we'll do New Haven after. We'll do Miami for this one, then we'll see what New Haven's got, and we'll alternate back and forth between the two. All right. First things first. We need to figure out a way around security.
Listen, sir, there's no drama. Just need to check the talking.
I hope there's no drama. Sick of that, personally. Okay, so I guess we can't go this way. We want to take our gun. We can't go that way. Can't go that way either. I know one of these things is a glitch where you can, like, phase through the fence. Oh, maybe this. Let's see. All right.
I don't get this. Blue Sea wants me to be part of their backstage recruiting.
God damn it.
Wow, that was interesting.
So we hit her in the head so hard it turned on the car alarm. God, how are we gonna do this? If you're spotted doing anything illegal or suspicious while disguised as a medic, you'll... Oh, while disguised as a medic. It's very specific wording. It's very specific wording in this.
Mechanics at the Kronstadt team haven't made. I went by during a pit stop yesterday, and it looks so futuristic in there. Have you been? It's the garage all the way at the end.
Okay, we're inside the vent area key.
Chance, man. I want to get out of this race marshal business and into actual mechanics. Asking about a bunch of kids stop Sierra in the car.
We need to... Maybe take that dead gal and wear her work clothes. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you wear women's clothes. That's the problem.
What? God damn!
Need to be quick. Need to be quick. Aren't work clothes all unisex? I would assume, in most instances.
None whatsoever. As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was just pyrotechnics. As I understand it, Moses Lee is into that sort of thing.
Interesting story. Want to know what I think? I think you were hired by someone to infiltrate.
Dear God.
See what the hell that was.
I don't see anything suspicious.
Huh?
Cool. He's going for it. Means outside of size, maybe.
Jesus Christ, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Hey, you. Wait, wait, wait.
See, that right there is how you know that it only counts for medics. Get a little side experiment there. There we go. We are officially safe from the security systems now. Now we need to get around where the medics at. Medics are away. Holy nuts! Go grab this crowbar. We're gonna need that.
Out there, I can tell you that the winner will again be presented with champagne on the podium after a few years of regular sparkling wine. That is real champagne from the eastern region of France. Fun fact of the day for you folks.
Sir, this area is only for, well, what I'm saying is I don't think you should be here.
That's fine. Oh no.
Oh, goody. Security has arrived.
Oh God, no.
Getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how burned out, beat up it may be.
Can't hop that.
Oh, it looks like the tires are just... You see, that's the problem. You come straight from the pit and it's a completely different surface.
Try it the other way.
You start on the concrete, then you hit the pavement, and the change in wheels.
Well, everything was good.
Perfect.
How are you, sir?
Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is to keep that car going until the end. This race is not over until the Oh, what a day for the global innovation.
Oh, hello there. Just take.
Remember earlier here in my
Huh.
Session has been delayed. More information will follow.
Attention. Not his day.
Let's just hope he doesn't somehow screw up his revitalization.
Let me just repeat some ground rules for those of you new to endurance races. You gotta cover as much ground as possible within the time frame. When the time's up, we have our winner.
Let's get the F out of H.
Oh, will you look at that? There's no holding back.
They found his body.
Conditions going on into that
It's okay. We're already out of here. Then I gotta get this guy and that guy. But only it's only wrong to get caught doing something illegal or suspicious if you're dressed as a medic. I guess they're going for professionalism here. Let's do it. The Riviera Bostinia. I got a bottle of Screwball just sitting here. Peanut butter whiskey. To the Misfits, Black Sheep, and Screwballs. Not entirely sure what I was thinking when I bought that. Mainly, I wanted to get hammered. Alright. Life is too short to spend it all the time depressed. Alright? So I got a shit ton of booze and a shit ton of marijuana, and I just decided I'm gonna get fucked up. And I did. And after a few nights of getting fucked up, I got really sick for some effed up, hilarious reason. And after I got fucked up, I found myself getting sick. And after I got sick, I got well again. And after I got well again, well, I don't know what happened after that because we haven't gotten well again. And the interesting thing about that is that I'm sure we'll figure it out when we get there. But I'm building a story here, if you haven't guessed. The story is called Why TiBBz Will Not Be Getting Fucked Up Twice. I guess. I don't know. I don't have a lot to really talk about, and you guys aren't giving me topics, so at this point I'm just going to yammer on. Like an old man. Remember, guys, I'm going to be old someday. Oh, God, fuck. I'm going to be old someday. I got to get some practice in before I get there, so I know how to do it right.
Maybe just apply for a job through their regular channels.
Alright, we got the event area key. That's stupid, I didn't pick up the hammer this time. Where's the hammer even at? It's over here. We have this thing, too. That's creepy. That's not a bad idea. There's some therapeutic about that sometimes. But getting fucked up? Yeah, I can agree with that.
Hello? Say what? You bastard!
Like that, you bastard. Proceeds to get hit in the face. Event security. Does this mean I can mow through crowds of people? As security guard, but not as a medic?
Whoa. Hey, hey, what the?
Yeah, I bought a couple bottles though. Just kind of figured I'd get hammered. This was about a week ago. We're good. That was about a week ago though. I guess the main reason why is I just needed something to help me get my mind off shit. I don't know. The booze didn't help though. I'm gonna tell you guys right now my booze experience. It did not take the pain away, or the frustration, or the agitation, or whatever you want to call it. All it really did,
I'm sorry, but you can't be here.
all it really did was numb my brain for a few hours and make me pass out from exhaustion. Wasn't very therapeutic, but it wasn't very. I mean, there's a saying, right? Alcohol is not going to solve all your problems. But then again, neither is milk. Because, you know, you drink as much milk as you want, it won't make the problems go away, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I bought some Screwball. I bought some, hold on. What kind of rum did I buy? Hold on. I got a whole bottle of this shit still. The Kraken Black Spice Rum 94 proof. I don't know. What does 94 proof mean? What does 94 proof mean? Does that mean it's 94% alcohol? I don't know. All I know is apparently I bought that shit. I don't understand why YouTube thinks this is a big issue for me. Limited or no ads on your video. Arnold lapped the Predator. Hi, TiBBzTV. After conducting an additional review of the video, I didn't even know they did our first review. That's funny. We determined that it's not suitable for all advertisers. As a result, it will run limited or no ads. That's fine. I should go shut ads off entirely Because that's what I've been doing most of my videos. I didn't realize I had ads on for it. Honestly, I don't like ads. I've been shutting them off on all my streams and all my videos because my videos are heavily restricted with ads. And wait, did I have ads on? Let me go shut those off from my shorts because your videos will almost always do better without ads. I know ads are a great way to make YouTube revenue, but I want to gain an audience before I start worrying about a paycheck. And 3.5 years of dealing with nonsense from idiots and attention-seeking man-children. I feel like we need to build a better audience because if so far that was our audience, a bunch of people that just love tearing people down or whatever, right? I feel like we could do better. So, there is ads. That's fucking retarded. Let's go shut those off. That's my statement regarding this. All your shorts just automatically considered for shorts ad revenue sharing. I don't want to though. I want to shut that off. It says you don't get a say. My last short got 5 views because of ad revenue destruction. Like, come on, man. This was YouTube's idea, stupidly enough. Though YouTube's like, you should do this. And I go do it. They're like, it's not going to work. Then why the fuck did you tell me to do it? All right, whatever. Let's see. The rest, it's more of a resting sort of thing. One rest to heal, so getting drunk sort of assists in that. The rest is what you needed and stuff just assisted with it. Are they doing this because we're talking about fun times, about having a good time? No, there's a video I did with the Call of Duty stream. They didn't like, I guess, that Arnold Schwarzenegger beat up the Predator. And the word I used was clapped. Okay. But clapped is like the most censored version you could say for fucked of all time. And I'm just sitting here like, this was YouTube's idea to put these things as shorts, and now it's whining. I hate AI. I really do. Because AI to have it help you micromanage is one thing, but to actually do the work for you is bullshit. But also, I've noticed it doesn't seem to know shit about the actual YouTube algorithm, and that's where the AI itself is coming from right now. So I'm like, if the AI does not understand its own system, it's useless. I think we need to get rid of AI because it has replaced people and it has made, everything that used to work doesn't work anymore. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it because it should not be this hard for a system to work, and it doesn't. It would be fine if the system worked. Again, it doesn't. So, like, I'm sorry. I want YouTube to flourish for a long time. I don't know what the fuck we're working with now, but sure, it's not a flourishing system. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, that's the stupidity of it, though. It's the AI is making me hate AI. And the reason why I hate AI is because the AI is breaking the things that I actually enjoy. Like, I've been sitting here trying to process exactly why the system is so broken. And this only started to the level it is currently at when AI became part of the program. Like, part of me wants to really like AI because I love ChatGPT. That has been such a helpful tool. ChatGPT is the one that deserves all my love. Okay. We're going to New Haven. So, should have gone all the way. The Predator bent Arnie over and filmed the blackmail tape and used during his governorship. Yeah, at this point, I should have just gone all the way. Like, let's see what New Haven has. Oh, that's New York. Son of a bitch. Oh, New Haven's got the one where you can unlock a costume, and we are looking to get unlocks, too. All right, this is a double unlock. Yeah, I've already played the story. Story wasn't that good. Like, for everybody who's watching, I love Hitman, World of Assassination. The 3 games together make an amazingly good experience of gaming. But I hated the story. The story was so stupid. You go through as this professional murderer. You're going through the entire world, pretty much. And every Every map is a different location, pretty for the most part. Very few are in the same country. I think U.S. is the only one that has 2 spots in the same country. The U.S. is the only one. But you're going around the world killing targets. Basically, you're offing the global elite. That's the general analogy, right? But the whole time, you're kind of at the same time finding your humanity. You're a professional murderer, a hitman. Agent 47 is not known for his sane behavior, okay? And then it comes to a point where at the end you have the option to kill the final bad guy, and at this point, why the fuck wouldn't you? Or take a trip down memory lane. And if you take the trip down memory lane, you throw away all that work to find your humanity, I guess, and then you come back to Hitman 1, the OG game, somehow. Which is cool, I guess. Nice little circle of life they did there. But it's so fucking stupid. The challenges mode, the escalations, all that makes more sense because, well, if you're going to keep going in a circle anyway, you know what I mean? It makes it feel like it's all simulation pretty much, which I do think works for it because it's more about doing challenges and unlocking stuff over time, and there's no real exploration to the open world if you get my drift. I mean, it's there. You can explore these mini open worlds like there's no tomorrow, but it does not feel like Fallout New Vegas would. It doesn't feel like Ghost Recon Wildlands or Watch Dogs or even GTA. I mean, as far as open world experience and what you can do over time in a single run, it's meant to be played in many different runs. And these runs are rather short for a reason. That being said, the story's kind of shit, but the game is awesome. It's weird that the game itself can be absolutely god tier. You don't have to know the story. The story is mainly done through cutscenes. But the story itself is shit. Like, it's really kind of interesting to me that this is my number 3 of all time. Fallout New Vegas will always be number 1, I've noticed, because no game has made me feel the same way. And I was playing New Vegas, like, a week and a half ago, for, like, a few days in a row. It still, to this day, holds up. Ghost Recon Wildlands is definitely my number 2. And number 3 of all time is probably Hitman World Assassination. These games definitely make me feel some kind of a way. In a good way. I don't know where I'd put 4 and 5. Like, I can't think of other games I want to put on my top 5 list, but we're not really there yet, are we? I'll tell you this much. It sure as hell isn't Last of Us Part 1. Which is weird, because I'm one of those few people. I'm one of those few psychopaths that actually really liked Last of Us Part 3. Or Part 2. Part 3? What the fuck you talk about? I really liked Last of Us Part 2. Something about it, I mean, yeah, I feel like they did a certain character very dirty. Is it far enough now in the timeline that I can tell you who died, how they killed him, and it's not spoilery anymore? Like, if you have not played Last of Us Part 2 by now, is it my fault if I say a spoiler, considering it's been, god damn, almost 6 years? Should I feel bad? You know, fuck it. They offed Joel in Part 2. They used a golf club, like Mr. House. You know, the house always wins. Kapoom. That's one of the options you get in that game. There's other, it's also in BioShock. But anyway, they fucking offed him with a golf club. And the person who killed him was a young woman that everyone for the longest time thought was trans. So a trans woman, supposedly, just took a golf club to Joel's head. It turns out she's not trans, first of all, because everyone on the internet became a cuck in 2020 and started lying nonstop. But we were all wondering, why is she so fucking buff? Then they had one of the most awkward sex scenes of all time. And it was like, I don't know if he was trying to grunt his way up her ass or what. I have no idea. But it's not a... If we come across that scene again, I might do it on OBS just to blur it out. Because I know for a fact that, A, the bitches that still stalk my channel will probably mass support it. It's fine. Who cares? But secondly, it was one of the grossest things that none of you should ever have to see. Even as grown adults, I would not want your eyes to vector upon that scene. It was so horrible. because she has the flattest tits I've ever seen. And the grunting, like, does Neil Druckmann not know what sex looks like? This man's a fucking virgin, just like Todd Howard. Now y'all know why that other guy left Bethesda. Who was the vice president of Bethesda at one point? I missed that guy. Where the fuck? Ever since he left, it became shit at Bethesda. But we're talking about Last of Us 2, right? Outside of those little things, I think Last of Us 2 is pretty good. Better than Last of Us Part 1. Mainly because the world was a little more explorable. There was a little more to do. Customization felt more meaningful. There was also a large amount of murder you could commit in Last of Us Part 2 that wasn't exactly to the level it was Part 2 that it was in Part 1. I also think the story of revenge and how it rots away your mind and makes you into an asshole was actually done pretty well. I mean, unfortunately, it was Ellie who became a raving bitch. But if you understand revenge and what that kind of grief does to the mind, it was actually pretty spot on. Not saying that Abby was a great character or anything. She was kind of a douche herself. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I know you all have your loins hard for Joel, but can you honestly say it wasn't justified? You know what I mean? So I look at The Last of Us Part 2. I'm actually glad they won Best Adaptation last night because they actually did have a pretty close adaptation. I don't know why they changed little things, but it was the closest of all things they had up there. And to be honest, if you're going to do an adaptation, it should be pretty damn close to the fucking game. So they won at the Game Awards, by the way. Neil Druckmann over here on his fucking cuck couch. But, and I hate that man, to be fair. I do think he's an idiot and kind of a stuck-up asshole, but that's besides the point. But I do think The Last of Us Part 2 gets a lot of shit when it really doesn't deserve it. I think Last of Us Part 2 deserves a little less bullshit from the community. Because, honestly, Joel was like, what, pushing 60? That motherfucker's lucky to have survived that long to begin with. And, I mean, to be fair, he did murder her father for no good reason. For no good reason. You could have knocked his teeth out, left him alive. I mean, is murder really the only way to save Ellie? That's what blunt instruments are for. Okay. Also, I don't think he would have stopped you if you had taken her with a gun aimed at his head. Like, I don't think he would have stopped Joel. I think he would just say, "Hey, man, you killer Bill, you do you." Like, I think Abby's reaction and the entire game story is fucked up and as horrible as it can really be. Look at the world around you. Is it really all sunshine and rainbows out there? Hell no. I think the game actually did do a pretty damn good job at depicting that kind of a scenario. I do think, on another level, I mean, if you're going to build an entire character in one game, you should wait a few games before you off them like that, especially that early on in the game. But I do feel like maybe they could have waited 2 more games before murdering him. Because that's what it was. It was a premeditated murder against Joel. But at the same time, like, you know, you won't hear complaints from me. And it's not because I didn't like Joel. It's just, you gotta understand the characters and what they're doing and choice and consequence, right? It's not that you had a choice, though. It's that Joel made a choice of with an AK-47, you get what's coming to you in life. I guess the moral of the story of Last of Us Part 2 is if you make fucked up decisions based around violence, it creates a cycle of violence that you yourself will never be able to escape. And that's why I've never really had an issue with violence, because I don't believe violence is the answer. And I also know, based on human nature, if I do react violently ever, if I ever did, which I haven't so far, eventually it would come back to me at some point. And I don't feel like dealing with that. Because unlike the rest of you, who get pissed at me for saying these things, and it's the truth, unlike the rest of you, I understand choice and consequence. That's why I love Fallout New Vegas. So let's play this. We can't smuggle anything, but we can do the thing here. We need to find 3 map pieces. There's no restrictions on how we get to the map pieces, so we are going to bring the pistol. We are not going to bring the sniper rifle. That just feels ridiculous. But we are going to bring a suitcase, and we are going to bring. Should we bring this shotgun? This is an NRUM HV covert. That might have a little more kick. Let's see. It's suppressor, quiet reduced range, covert variant for the NRUM HV, a modern bullpup shotgun. This actually could do us some justice because bullpups are pretty good. So let's do that. And then we can't smuggle an item, but we'll start at the resort pier, I guess. Yeah, that seems like a good way to go. Well, I gotta rip a fart real quick. Oh, that was a wet, juicy one. Holy fuck. And then we're going to do the Mark Lockpick 3. Lockpick Mark 3. What outfit do I want to wear? I love that we unlocked the Archean Tux. Now I'm never going to use it. So I guess we'll go be the PS2 character. Just screw with the people at the island. Yeah, we'll have to play Last Part 2 at some point. Revisit that. I mean, I would say we could watch my old videos, but they got removed a long time ago by yours truly. That was the unfortunate side of it. I didn't give up my channels because I was banned or anything like that. I gave them up because I was trying to make people happy. And I regret that. You know, let me check something real quick because as I said that, I don't know why, but something dawned on me. Let's see. Great. Give me a second here. I gotta find a login. Jesus Christ. Of course not. Give me a minute. I gotta find my login. Use another account. God, I'm so hungry. I can hear something in the background. Give me one moment. I'm doing something that's slightly more important than this. Just sending a message to a couple people. Give me a moment here. Well, we'll just see where that goes. All right. So we're looking for the map from the sea, the map from the captain, and a map from the guard room. To be fair, the character looks like he's been glitched from a PS2 asset to this. I think they did an okay job. I don't know. Actually, no. I don't think he actually looks like that in the older games, does he? He does look different in the older games, doesn't he? All right. Let's see. Oh, where in this? So it's gonna be right there on that where that red curtain is. So let's go there first.
Oh, Mr. Reaper. Okay, guys. Quit screwing around here, okay?
Funny, funny.
Hey, somebody tell me what's going on here, because I don't get it.
You're gonna go up a floor. I guess. Did they go up a
How's
floor?
it going?
Oh.
I will be swimming in the as soon as I find the rest of this here treasure map. I know it's here somewhere. The treasure of the mighty ship. The pleasure will be mine. All mine.
So it looks to me. So the arrow over that symbol is broken. It's not supposed to be an arrow there.
Don't hit me!
That's it. Then I'm almost done. Almost there. There. Ah.
Very
Nah.
Hey, somebody tell me what's going on here, 'cause I don't.
Hey, buddy.
All right, let's see. Now I gotta go to the guard room. You guys think I could do it? Be the next Asmongold? Do you think it's possible?
Hey? Hey, who is throwing stuff around here? Come on! You shouldn't be here! Man, you're not getting away with this! I'm getting... That's gonna hurt!
Looks like I am. I guess the question is, if I wanted to be the next Asmon, what would I even do? I mean, I'd have to stream for longer periods of the day. That's for sure. Because, I'm sorry. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, oh boy,
Book an appointment with Miss Vedrova first.
not that way. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, I feel like, can we go this way? Can we go this way?
Here, pal. I'm
No,
sorry.
we can't.
but you're
You
not
need a
getting
guard
through.
outfit, or knock them both out. Either way. I feel like we would need to stream for longer though. I feel like that would be kind of a given.
Hello? Where do you think you're going? You have to leave. My husband's.
All right, I'm leaving.
Well, we're all here for a reason.
I just wanted a soda.
Yeah, but hey, you never know.
What was it saying? I don't have a whole lot of. I don't have a good train of thought right now. My brain's all over the place. And, I don't know. I just need a victory. Something to
Hey,
tell
you.
me.
Where do you think you're going?
Over here.
Definitely not through here.
No, I'm not going through there. That would be insane. Where's my phone doing? I don't know. My brain's all over the place right now. Like, on one hand, I'm excited about some things. I'm eager to figure other things out.
Oh? What was that? Someone should go and see. Now. I hear you.
I'm Dr. Singh. Mr. Williams is
Got nothing here.
No shit.
Where's his body at?
Damn it, where is he? The Joker's some kind of ghost.
Can't find his body. Where did his body go?
Whoever keeps
There it
doing
is.
that, show yourself now. Okay. Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on. We need to find the perp.
Anything to get me treasure.
Yeah, command. I'm at the scene.
We're gonna need to find a shovel.
Handle it. Gonna clean it up right now.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a shovel for this. Unless it's just... maybe it's in the bottle? Maybe it's in the bottle. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Alright, now we gotta dig up the pirate booty. Which is way the feck over there. So we'll do it like this. I don't know. I think it's something we could look into, though. Being the next Asmund. It's Asmund, first of all. It's not Asmund. Sound like a doofus when I say it like that. Asmund? Like almond? Almond Joy? Is that his fucking... I could be Almond Gold. That could be my name. You guys want to be the next Almond Joy? Oh, God. There's a level of stupid there. You know what I mean? Like, guys, we're going to be Almond Gold. It's like a mockery of Asmongold, except we're almonds. It's a crab hole. Oh, there's the oh, they... And the universe provides... That is unrealistic. Locate the exit. Get the doubloons, get the pirate saber. Arrgh. Ahoy, matey! Alright, what did he drop? I guess that makes sense. We're gonna have to cut through everybody.
Hey, guys! Lost visual on the perpetrator. You got him? Damn it, he's gone. Reporting a possible crime scene. I've got a body on the ground. Moving in. What the?
Oh my god, the gas tank wasn't going.
Oh, shoot.
Alright. There's got to be a way off this island.
We need more men over here right now.
Oh dear God.
Wow.
It's funny that the Buccaneer outfit is like the most hated by locals, I guess. What is that? Oh, coconut?
How is he even allowed to work here? Well, I'm afraid
You want to go to the coconut? We have to get to the location of the exit.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that this thing is what's causing me problems. There we go. We beat one. Yay! We beat one. We did it.